Siemens taking on Cybage. We have a toss process between the two teams. The captain of Siemens and the captain of Cybage are requested to report out in the middle for the toss process. Of Cybage, we have a toss process of this first semi-final. Pratham Pune IT Cup took in 1920 at the venue of Tata Motors. Heads is the call from the captain of Siemens. Tail it is. So the captain of Cybage won the toss. We would like to hear from you what you would like to do here.
Ball first.
It's a morning session. The bowlers will get some sort of health in the morning session. What kind of scores you are looking to restrict us for the Siemens?
Around 80-90.
Okay, how the morale of the team? It's a do-or-die situation. The first semi-final, important game.
It's too high. यूजुअली अभी तक बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस किया है लोगों ने, सो यहाँ तक पहुँचे पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ आए और आज पूरा 100% देंगे.
That's absolutely right, and wish you all the best for this semi-final. With me, won the toss, selected to bowl first. Now the captain, Mr. Atul, is team in the air. Also, will get some.
Yes, toss is something that is beyond our control. But yes, if we are put into bat first, I think we need to assess the situation and take a call accordingly. Right now, I don't have any target set in my mind. We need to see first a couple of overs and then see how it goes.
Okay, we would like to hear from you that how is the morale of your team, how the momentum going still up to now, because it's an important game, first semi-final. So how's the guys looking in your camp?
The morale is pretty much high. The motivation is definitely high because we are playing semi-final. Last time we were finalists, so I think people are hoping that we perform to our potential. Although we are short of 2-3 players who are not part of the squad because of their personal priorities, but I think whoever gets a chance, they need to deliver today.
Okay, wish you all the best, captain. So breaking news came from the center that captain of Cybage have won the toss and he elected to field first. Thank you. So two openers already out in the middle from Siemens. Himanshu Agarwal is on strike. Captain Atul Pawar is at the non-striker end, and we are about to start his first semi-final. Pratham PUNE IT Cup 2K1920. The first delivery of this first semi-final. Left arm around the wicket, flash in the onside, finds a quick single. So Himanshu Agarwal has opened his account on the first delivery, which has faced. It's a morning session at Tata Motors Ground. Perfect conditions to play a game like cricket. The captain of Cybage won the toss and elected to field first. So first few overs, initial overs are very crucial. Saurabh Raval, left hammer on the wicket to Atul Pawar, right on money. Sensibly played by the captain Atul, straight into the hands of Saurabh for no run. It's 1 for none. Once again right on money. He's trying to bowl that wicket to wicket line, not allowing the new batsman to free his arm and to play those big strokes. Experienced campaigner, these two, Himanshu Agarwal and the captain Atul Pawar himself. This time he plays down the ground and it's running down to the boundary line for 4 runs as well. It's a very good strike on this occasion. A slightly fuller length delivery bowled by Saurabh, and it was very well played by Atul. The first boundary conceded off an inning to the bat of Atul Pawar. Score moves on 5. It's 5 for none. This time play straight to hands of cover fielder. So still convincing start from the captain. He's middling the ball very well, playing the ball according to its merit. In first 2 deliveries given the respect to the bowler, but later on it have that one for 4 runs. And once again trying for the big one. The man is getting under it, and that's a big fish caught in cage. Oh, that's a surprise wicket. The captain departs. On 4, it's 5 for 1. Siemens lost their first one in the first over, and look at the celebration in the Cybage camp, and why not? They picked up an important wicket at the start of an inning. Already he conceded a boundary in the same over. He wanted to clear that offside field, but found the fielder straight away. Safely taken. It's 5 for 1. Siemens lost their first one. Saurabh Jalgaonkar, the new batsman, comes out in the middle after departure of the captain. There is a man in the deep point, plays for Saurabh. Important one for Siemens team. They need a partnership. They lost the prize wicket, the captain's wicket in the first over. Started with a spin attack from the far end. This time plays through offside. Wanted to take a run, but in the end, both the batsmen decided to come back in the home safely. So after taking the wicket of the captain, look at the body language of Cybage player. They know that they caught the wicket, so they are trying to put the pressure on the new batsman as well. This time placed in the cover. Meanwhile, both the batsmen cross the end. Single run addition to the total. Another single. Sort of got a boundary, and after that they are trying to rotate the partnership. Needed one for Siemens team at the start of the over. After 1.5 overs, it's 11 runs on the scorecard for loss of 1 wicket. So 6 runs conceded so far from the over. The boundary conceded as well to the bat of Saurabh Jalkauka. Flat, very flat. It was a slow one till every ball by Nikhil Garase. It was end of the second over as well. End of 2 overs, it's 11 for 1. Siemens team. So 5.5 is the current rate at the moment for first 2 overs for Siemens, as they are invited by the captain of Cybage to bat first in the first semi-final of Pratham PUNE IT Cup at the venue of Tata Motors ground. After the end of this match, we have a second semi-final as well lined up in today's gameplay at the same venue. The final of this PUNE IT Cup will play it at Nehru Stadium on the next Saturday, that is on 25th of January. So top 4 teams are meeting here at this venue, and out of these 4, the 2 will be qualified for the final match. Start of this third over with the white. Saurabh Raval continuing. Picked up a wicket as well in the first over. Two overs, it's 13 for 1. Well bowled, equally well played by the batsman, placing the offside for no run. In the first over as well, he was trying to bowl that wicket to wicket line. Invited to Atul Pawar to clear that offside field, but beaten with the variation in the pace and got a wicket as well. Excellent line, and look at that. Brilliant line bowled by Saurabh Raval, and that's the second follow wicket of Siemens. What a start for Cybage here. In the morning session, the even Steven bounced in the wicket, and it was just kept low, and it was an unplayable delivery. Brilliant line bowled by Saurabh Raval, and that's the second. Saurabh Jalgaonkar departs. It's the second follow wicket of Siemens on the score of 13, and it just third over is on progress. New batsman Saurabh Devre comes out in the middle after departure of Saurabh Jalgaonkar. Meanwhile, the captain Atul Pawar comes out in the middle, have a words with Himanshu, the experienced campaigner, because the Siemens team need a partnership at this stage. Someone has to play a big inning. Someone has to play up to the last delivery of an inning if they want to set some respectable total in front of Cybage. Excellent line. Plays with a soft hand towards the mid-off and finds a quick single. So Saurabh Devre has opened his account on the first delivery which he has faced. So it was a second wicket for Saurabh Raval. In the first over, he sent back the captain, and then he picked up a wicket of Saurabh Jalgaonkar in this over in the form of clean bowl. That's down the ground, and once again a quick single. That's sensible batting. You can't hit every ball into the park, so important one to rotate the strike, keep the scoreboard ticking up the fall of wicket to keep the momentum going. If you allow the bowler to bowl those dot deliveries and pick up those wickets after regular intervals, then the things will become very difficult for your side, also for the remaining batsmen as well. That's a good comeback. Right around and slightly down the off stump line. Sensibly played by Saurabh for no run. So score is on 15 for 2. And the third over is on progress. Another good line. Excellent stuff from Saurabh Raval. End of a successful over. 3 overs, 7 bowls. It's 15 on the board for loss of 2 wickets. Nikhil Girassi continuing by far end. First delivery ball to Himanshu Agarwal. 3.1 overs, it's 15 for loss of 2. So captain decided to bowl with the spin bowlers at the start of an inning. And both the bowlers did a fantastic job. But on this occasion, it was a flighted line delivery, smashed towards the deep mid-weight boundary for 4 runs. Welcome boundary for Himanshu and Siemens team as well. Much needed boundary at this stage after falling those 2 wickets. Fielding restrictions are in place, so Himanshu are just trying to take advantage of this field restriction. Came down the track, but decided to play a ground shot towards a long off for single. So 2 men are on the boundary line. That is, one is at long on, one is at towards the long off. So the captain and bowler are trying to bowl the wicket to wicket line. That strategy is very simple. They are not trying to allow any kind of room for the new batsman. Just trying to bowl the wicket to wicket line. That's smashed into the park. Timing perfection and got the elevation as well. Got a maximum. So now the 2 wickets are down. These two are playing their natural game. That's played towards the deep mid-wicket boundary for 6. The first 6 inning of an inning conceded to the bat of Saurabh Devre. He timed the ball very well. He didn't hit hard, but he timed that one very well. Also, the ball is disapped into the boundary of deep mid wicket, so that's what some interruption now. .4 overs, it's 26 for 2. So 11 runs conceded so far from the over. Siemens. Once again the game is resumed. Saurabh Raval bowling to Saurabh Devre, plays towards the long off. Just for single. Sensible batting. So 12 runs conceded so far from the over. 1 boundary and a 6 hit in the over. After that, a couple of singles also were addition to the total as well. Good ball. Was in two mind. Wanted to play in the onside. The ball was, after getting the top edge, was picked up in the offside for no run. End of 4 overs. It's 27 for 2. Saurabh Raval continuing. Saurabh Devre is on strike. 4 overs, 7 ball. It's 27 for 2. Left arm around the wicket and what a delivery. Just beaten completely outside the off stump. The 2 wickets and 2 overs and 2 wickets so far for Saurabh Raval. Brilliant stuff, and the captain decided to go with him. His bowling is 3rd over of his quota. Excellent start for Cybage team. The captain have won the toss, selected to field first and picked up those 2 wickets. Early 2 wickets, important 2 wickets at the start of an inning. 4.1 overs so far have been bowled and 27 on the scorecard for loss of 2 wickets. Once again, a tight line. So it's going to be the interesting contest between these two batsmen and Saurabh Raval. These two are the attacking batsmen. You can't keep them quite for a long time. We have seen in the previous over, both were trying to play their natural game. But still this over, Saurabh Raval keeping his line and length very tight, not allowing any room for the batsman to play those big strokes and free their arms. Just trying to bowl that wicket to wicket line according to the field set by the captain. That is the most important when the fielding restrictions are in place. It's important as a bowler's point of view to bowl according to the field set and with the line and length. That's wrapped down the pad. But umpire wasn't interested. Leg by signal umpire. It was a very well bowled. It's very smart bowling. The first few deliveries were outside the off stump, and one previous delivery was coming towards the right-handed batsman. Once again, brilliant bowl, well played by Himanshu Agarwal towards the long off for single. Excellent over so far once again for Saurabh Raval. Just 2 singles conceded from the over so far. .5 overs, it's 29 for 2. Last deliveries remaining of this 5th over. That's placed in the offside. The cracking cover drive. No chance for any fielder. Races down into the fence for 4. A slightly fuller lane delivery. It was a gift for Saurabh Devre. And he accepted that one by playing in the offside cover region for 4. So boundary conceded on the last delivery of this 5th over. 5 overs have been bowled. It's 33 for loss of 2 wickets. So 3 overs have been bowled so far by Saurabh Rawal, conceded 14 runs and 2 wickets as well. Nikhil Girase accompanied bowler 2 overs, give away those 18 runs with economy of 9 runs. Himanshu Agarwal is out in the middle, playing on 9 runs from 8 deliveries with the help of 1 boundary at a striker of 112. At the other hand, Saurabh Devre, not a run 12 from 10 deliveries, 1 boundary and a 6 conceded so far, playing with a strike rate of 120. So far we have seen an attacking approach by these 2 batsmen, even though Siemens team have lost down their 2 wickets. The captain departs in the very first over of an inning on the score of 5. Later on, Saurabh Jalgaonkar ball was departed in the form of clean bowled on excellent delivery of Saurabh Rawal. And after that, after those fall of 2 wickets, these 2 are trying to build up a partnership for Siemens team. Much needed partnership so far. Change the bowling attack. Abhishek Gosavi brought on attack by far end. Himanshu Agarwal is on strike. Right arm of the wicket. He flies in the air. Got the elevation. Not got the distance. Wicketkeeper getting under it and he put down. So an opportunity was created by Abhishek Gosavi in his first over. Put down by the wicketkeeper. It went very high up in the air. It's never easy to grab those catches when the sun rises. So Himanshu Agarwal got an alive. Very interesting to see that how it will goes to Cybage team. It's a very experienced campaign, Himanshu Agarwal. But a very good start of a spell for Abhishek Gosavi. He provided an opportunity but wasn't converted. Plays in the square leg region. Wanted to take a single but fielder was very quick. Latched on the ball. So almost 6 runs per over is the current rate at the moment for Siemens team. This time he played very late. Used the pace of the bowler. Was outside the off stump. Plays towards the third man for single. A strong batting lineup of Siemens team, but you pick up those wickets at start of an inning, then automatically the pressure will build upon the middle order. This time he plays towards the mid wicket into the gap as well. He's a strong campaigner of that region. This time he got a 4 runs. He's a big man, Saurabh Devre. It wasn't a bad delivery, but he caught himself in a very good position to play the same. Plays towards the mid wicket for 4. This time through covers. Excellent batting. And that traveled the distance over the cover boundary for 6 as well. So strategy is very good by the Siemens team. Even though they lost their 2 wickets, they are trying to score those runs at a very good rate as well. End of 6 overs, it's 44 for loss of 2 wickets, Siemens team. Saurabh Devre moves on 22 from just 12 deliveries, 2 boundaries and 2 sixes conceded. All those 2 sixes came through the bat of Saurabh Devre so far. He's playing with the strike rate of 183. At the other hand, Himanshu Agarwal, not a run taken from 12 deliveries, is trying to rotate the strike in the previous over, got an alive as well. So Saurabh Rahul continuing, bowling the 4th over of his quota. So Cybage captain looking for a wicket at this stage because he knows that if you pick up those wickets after regular intervals, it's good for your side. These two are looking in a very good touch, timing the ball very well. So he's continuing with his strike bowler. Already picked up those 2 wickets. But very important, if you can't those pick all wickets from one end. Other bowlers must have to support the bowler from the other end as well. Because if you allow the batsman to play those big strokes from the other end, then the things become easier for the batsman to rotate the strike against Saurabh Rahul. And so far we have seen that only Saurabh Rahul trying to bowl that wicket to wicket line and picking those wickets as well, but from the other end the bowlers are bowling those loose deliveries to these attacking batsmen, and that's why runs are coming in a quick succession at this stage for Siemens team. Once again, brilliant line. So smart batting by these two batsmen. They're not taking any chances against Saurabh Rahul. They are playing their natural game against other bowlers, but the strategy is different against Saurabh. He's bowling according to field set. All those strokes so far played according to the field set by the captain and bowler himself. Excellent stuff. Plus 2 covers. There is a man patrolling the boundary line in the offside field. Single for Saurabh Devre and his team as well. End of 7 overs. It's 46 for loss of 2 wickets. So 6.57 is the current rate at the moment for Siemens. A very good partnership so far for the 3rd wicket between these two, Himanshu Agarwal and Saurabh Devre. They not only score those runs for the 3rd wicket, but they score the run at a good rate. That is most important in the limited overs game. After a fall of those 2 important wickets at the start of an inning, just 3 overs of a game, there wasn't a requirement to build up a partnership. these two took the responsibility on their shoulders. Still unbeaten partnership for this third wicket. It was in the air and it's shallow the mid-wicket boundary for a 6 as well. That's a third 6 to the bat of Saurabh Devre. He's a very strong in that area. Deep mid-wicket and a cover. If you bowl in his slot, definitely he will smash too. Also, that's a 50 comes off. .21 overs. It's a 50 comes off of Siemens team. It's 52 for 2 now. Saurabh Devre moves on 29 from just 18 balls with the help of 2 boundaries and 3 sixes at a strike rate of 161. He hit those 3 sixes in the same slot, in the same region at the deep mid wicket. There was a change in the bowling attack as well. Sachin Dagde was brought on attack by the far end and smashed for the 6 at the start of a spell. So that is a problem still with the Cybage. From the one end, Saurabh Raval bowled 4 overs, gave away those 16 runs at an economy of 4 runs per over. He picked up those 2 wickets from the other end. Runs were flown down. And that is why the Siemens team managed to score those 52 runs for loss of 2 wickets in just 43 deliveries, means 7.1 deliveries. Even though they lost their 2 wickets. 2 early wickets, you can say. We all are in the first semi-final of Pratham PUNE IT Cup at the venue of Tata Motors ground. After end of this first semi-final, we have a second semi-final at the same venue, and then the grand mega final will be played at Nehru Stadium on the next Saturday. That's a full toss. This time area is different, but the result is same. You can't bowl these deliveries to the batsman like Saurabh Devre is very strong. That's the second 6 of this over, and it was a 4th 6 of an inning. And all those 4 sixes conceded to the bat of Saurabh Devre. He's looking good for Siemens. Definitely, the team would like to see him up the last ball of an inning. So now these 2 middle overs are very crucial. How the bowlers of Cybage will bowl. The score moves on 58. It's 58 for loss of 2 wickets. It's time to offside. It was the point region for no run. It's time pitched on a good length area. Placed it into hands of a bowler for no run. It's a full length delivery. Flashed was a long on for single. So 13 runs conceded from the previous over bowled by Sachin. End of 8 overs. It's 59 for loss of 2 wickets. So 13 runs conceded in the previous over, bowled by Sachin Dagde. Changing the bowling attack. Kunal Raval brought to attack by Tata Motor on 36 from just 23 balls with the help of those 2 boundaries and 4 sixes. It's strike rate of 156, accompanied by Himanshu Agarwal, not on 11 from 13 balls with a strike rate of 84. Players in the offside. Brilliantly timed, no chance for any fielder. Races down into the fence for 4 runs. He's not allowing to any bowler to settle down, just trying to attack from the first delivery. In the previous over, we have seen that he smashed into the deep mid wicket for 6 for Foss against Sachin. And this time, once again, a start of an inning, start of the spell, smashed into the fence for 4 runs. That's outside now the off stump. Taut delivery. Easy single. Flash towards the long on fielder. Enough time for the batsman to cross the range. So runs are coming in a quick succession for Siemens team. In all the format, they are getting a 1 or 2 big shots in every over. Also, they are rotating the strike as well. This time wanted to play in the offside. We've got H and was picked up in the onside for no run. That's in the air. There is a protection as well. So bowler, that's the second alive for Himanshu so far. It's an important game. Semi-final match. The catches win matches. You can't give an opportunity. And at this stage, because these two are going strongly, Cybage team need a wicket to come back in the game because these two are going strongly. They are playing their national game, trying to score those runs at a good rate as well. It's 65 for 2. So end of 9 overs, it's 65 for loss of 2 wicket at his current rate of 7.22. The first delivery, full respect, given by Himanshu Agarwal. Plays with the soft hand, with the straight bat. Head is steady for no run. 9.1 overs, it's 65 for loss of 2. That's a full toss delivery. The long one is getting under it and taken comfortably. So finally, Himanshu Agarwal has to go back to the pavilion. He's trying to play those big strokes. He got too alive, but on this occasion, no mistake then by the fielder who is at the long on. The eyes were on the ball and got a safe hand in the end. So third follow wicket of the Cement, much needed wicket for Cybage team because these two were going strongly. But on this occasion, Himanshu Agarwal walking back to the pavilion. He scored those 12 runs from 17 balls with the help of a boundary with a strike rate of 70. It was brilliantly taken by Sanket Aikal, bowled by Rakesh Shinde. So now it's 65 for 3. 10th over is on progress of an inning. The captain of Cybage won the toss, elected to bowl first. They got those 2 early wickets, but after that we have seen a partnership as well between these two for the 3rd wicket. Just before a minute it was fall of wicket, 3rd fall of wicket in the form of catch out. So finally the captain brought himself an attack and provided a welcome breakthrough for Cybage team, because other bowlers they were playing those strokes in every over. The captain took the responsibility and provided the welcome breakthrough. New batsman Deepak Kumar comes out in the middle and has opened his account on the first delivery. Plays in the onside for single. So now Saurav Devre. Not around 41 from just 27 deliveries. 3 boundaries and 4 sixes conceded so far in his inning. 151 is the strike rate so far. Excellent stuff in this important game. In the semi-final, when the 2 wickets were down, he came into play and played a very good inning so far, but he definitely would like to play a big. Chance of a run out, the ball clips off, but umpire was in a very good position, said not out. This time plays with a soft hand in the offside field by Deepak Kumar for no runs. That's flighted in delivery, plays down the ground, the long chase for that long on field. And it races down into the fence for 4 runs as well. Welcome boundary. It was a flight lane delivery bowled by Rakesh. He started well, but it was a very well played on the last delivery. The batsman found those valuable 4 runs after fall of the wicket. So end of 10 overs, it's 71 for loss of 3. 7.10 is the current rate at the moment for Siemens. So halfway is done and we have finished with those 10 overs of an inning, and 71 runs have been scored so far. They've rated on 42 from 28 balls, and Deepak Kumar blasted into the gap of the mid-wicket region and ball win the race. 4 runs. Using his wrist, he played very well. That's in the air and taken. And that's a big fish caught in cage. Important wicket for Cybage team. Saurabh Devre departs. Intention was very good, but got the elevation, didn't got the distance, and got the man at long on. It was a brilliant catch. Much needed breakthrough for Cybage team. So 2 wickets, 2 important wickets in 2 overs. And the change in the bowling attack worked for the captain and worked for the Cybage team as well. It's a 4th follow wicket. Saurabh Devre departs on 46 from 30 balls, 4 boundaries and 4 sixes. And a very good comeback by Cybage team in the middle overs. It's 75 for 4. Picked up by Saurabh Raval, pulled by Kunal Raval. It was very high up in the air and he has to look towards the sun rays and towards the boundary rope as well, but he kept his eyes on the ball and a very good controlled catch. We have seen a couple of drop catches so far in the inning, but on this occasion the fielder was in a very good position to pick up a catch. Saurabh Raval was the fielder. And now the 2 new batsmen are present on wicket for Siemens team. Interesting to see that how they will play in the remaining overs. It's just 11th over is on progress. 75 runs on the scorecard for loss of 4 wicket. So Kunal Raval once again bowled that outside another off-stump delivery to Deepak Kumar, beaten completely. Good line. 2 quick wickets at the start of an inning, 2 quick wickets in the middle overs. So that is the twist of this limited overs game. 20 overs, 1 or 2 overs are enough to change the momentum of the game. Once again trying to cut it one. A short off line delivery without taking any kind of age, just balloon into the keeper's hand for no run. Excellent comeback by Cybage team. Brilliant line. Plays down towards the bowler and for no run. End of a successful over. Bowled by Kunal Raval. Picked up an important breakthrough for his team. 11 overs have been bowled. It's 75 for loss of 4 wickets. 6.82 is the current rate at the moment. So two changes from the two ends. Rakesh Shinde, the captain, brought himself on attack, provided breakthrough. And from the other end, Kunal Raval also picked up an important wicket in the previous over. Now the left-handed batsman, Soumya Mohanty, comes out in the middle. 9 overs are remaining. Legal 54 deliveries are remaining. His team have scored those 75 runs for loss of 4 wickets. So now right and left combination is out in the middle for Siemens. The captain continuing, Rakesh Shinde. Bowled a 1 over and give away those 6 runs, picked up a wicket as well. That's placed with the soft hand in the offside for single. So Siemens team need a partnership. They need to rotate the strike. If you lose wickets at this stage, definitely it will be easier for Cybage team to wrap up the things early. That's placed through cover. And it's racing down to the boundary line for 4 as well. Welcome boundary for Siemens team. Welcome boundary for Deepak as well. So slightly room was offered for Deepak. And he placed that one according to the merit of the ball in the offside field for 4. Got those valuable 4 runs at this stage. Trying to sweep it one. There was an appeal for the leg before wicket as well. Umpire wasn't interested. I think it was down the leg side. Leg by is a signal from umpire. An extra run addition to the total. Score moves on 81. It's 81 for loss of 4 wicket. Trying to improvise. Made room for himself. Wasn't time it one properly. 2 runs were ready to the total. But those are very risky strokes. If you miss the line, there are the chances for the clean bowled as well. That's in the air and put down. So far it is a 3rd drop catch. So once again the captain has set the fielder for the same stroke, but the fielder wasn't able to convert that one. End of 12 overs, it's 85 for loss of 4 wicket. Overs have been bowled so far. It's 85 for loss of 4 wicket. Rakesh Shinde bowled those 2 overs, give away those 15 runs as well, picked up a wicket as well, and almost got the 2nd wicket in the previous over, but the fielder put down that catch. It was a third drop catch of an inning so far. We are playing in the semi-final. Definitely, you won't like to see those mistakes out in the middle. Every catch, every run is important. Definitely, the Cybage team will remember those runs, remember those drop catches when they will come to chase. This time, trying to cut it one. Missed the line completely. There was a swing in the air. Another good delivery ball by Nikhil Girse. He was expensive in this first spell. 2 overs, 18 runs. No wicket for him from the first 2 overs, but a very good comeback. So it's a different scenario because fielding restrictions have been lifted, so more protection in the deep. So he's bowling according to the same, and also bowled a couple of dot deliveries as well. The importance of these dot deliveries is very high at this stage. 13th over is on progress of an inning. That's flighted line delivery. He offered an invitation for the batsman to place that one into the ear, but the batsman plays a ground stroke towards the long off a single. Deepak Kumar. So now left-handed Soumya Mohanty. He's on strike. Facing to Nikhil Girse. Bowling the 30th over of an inning from the Tata Motors end. This time plays down the ground. It's a very quick outfield. But the fielder somehow managed to stop it one. Brilliant fielding. Also the brilliant running between the wicket in the out in the middle as well. So 2 runs are added to the total. We have seen a good cricket. It was very well placed by the batsman, equally well fielded, and equally good running between the wicket by these 2 batsmen as well. This time trying to reverse sweep. Use the pace of the bowler. It's running down to the boundary line behind the wicket for a couple of runs for Soumya Mohanty and his team. End of 13 overs. It's 90 for 4. So still 7 overs. Legal 42 deliveries remaining. 90 on the scorecard for loss of 4 wicket. Deepak Kumar and Soumya Mohanty out in the middle, doing the job at this moment for Siemens team. We all are in this first semi-final of PUNE IT Cup at the venue of Tata Motors ground. Captain of Cybage have won the toss in the morning, elected to field first. And so far, the other hand, Siemens team have scored those 90 runs for loss of 4 wickets. Deepak Kumar not out on 10 from 13 balls. Soumya Mohanty not out on 7 from 5. Trying to build up a partnership. Plays in the onside for no run. So Captain Rakesh Shinde continuing from the far end. Bowling the 3rd over of his quota, 40th over of an inning. Trying to go for the big one, trying to play over that mid-wicket fielder. But missed the line completely. It was a slow delivery ball by Rakesh. Some work for the wicket keeper. adjusting the bells and the grooves. And after having some interruption, the game is resumed. Once again, Rakesh is ready, bowling to Deepak Kumar. Left arm over the wicket. That plays in the region of cover. There is a protection. And the Asdu are coming for the second run as well. Excellent running between the wicket. Converted that single into a double. That is the most important thing as a stage for Siemens team. Every run is important. They know the importance of every single. They need to defend the total. Going for another big one, and that strike the stump as well. Ball hits the leg stump. You miss high hit. So captain picked up his second, fifth wicket for his team as well. Deepak Kumar departs in the form of clean after scoring so far. Interesting to see that how the remaining batsmen will play in the remaining overs. It's just 14th over is remaining. So still legal. New batsman Naman Sharma comes out in the middle. Right-handed batsman playing for Siemens team. Plays a couple of dot delivery. End of a very good over bowled by the captain Rakesh for his team. End of 14 overs. It's 92 for 5. Sachin Dagde brought an attack, changing the bowling attack. Soumya Mohanty is on strike, left-handed batsman. Bowled a fast delivery, right on money, right around that middle and off stump line. Plays straight into hands of a bowler for no run. 14.1 overs. It's 92 for loss of 5 wickets. Trying to sweep. That's a loose delivery. Down the leg side, and it was a very well picked up by the batsman Soumya Mohanty. Converted that ball bad delivery into a 4 runs. Welcome boundary for Siemens team. So those are very crucial runs at this stage. It's a 50th over is on progress after end of this over. Still 5 overs remaining. So Siemens team definitely will try to score those runs between 140 150. The wicket keeper having some discussion with his bowler. That's a very important one. You need to have a word with your bowler. The captain has to have a word with the bowler to decide the strategy at this stage, because the Cybage team have a very good chance to restrict the Siemens at the low total. That's another loose delivery. That's another full toss. The important one, that was protection. It wasn't a good delivery. So another right and left combination. Now Naman Sharma is on strike. Right-handed Naman Sharma. Just walk out in the middle in the previous over. That's placed in the offside misfield. Couple of runs for Naman Sharma and for Siemens team, but it races down into the fence for 4 runs as well. So Misfield converted into 4 runs. So second boundary conceded so far. So this is a very good over for Siemens team. Relieve the pressure from the batting side. So 100 comes off of Siemens in the 14.3rd over. 87 legal deliveries, 100 for loss of 5. That's outside the line. The off stump just beat that point fielder once again. It's running down to the boundary line as well. Long chase for the fielder, but somehow the fielder managed to stop it one before the boundary rope. Very good over for Siemens. It's 102 for loss of 5. Couple of boundaries and conceded so fine the over. Less to the points. Another misfield. Your base fielder of the side stands on the position. If you give away those easy runs, then it's not a good thing. 15 overs have been bowled. It's 103 for loss of 5 wickets. So last 5 overs are remaining. 103 for loss of 5. Rakesh Shinde continuing bowling the 4th over of his quota and also the 60th over for his team as well. First delivery to bowl Naman Sharma plays in the offside, finds a quick single, wanted to take a second one. Now is the call from Naman Sharma. Send back Soumya Mohanty at the striker range. 104 now. So far Rakesh Shinde bowled those 3.1 overs, give away those 18 runs, picked up those 2 wickets as well. A very good spell by the captain in the middle over. He applied the brake on that Nathan Reid as well. That's down the track. It was a hit hard. It hit on the hands of the non-strike rain batsman. He's in trouble. Naman Sharma is the batsman at the non-strike range. Soumya Mohanty plays that one. It was a rocket and directly hit on his hands as well. He's in trouble. The game is there is some interruption out in the middle. We all are in the first semi-final of Pune Haji Cup at the venue of Tata Motors Ground. Captain of Cybage won the toss, selected to bowl first. Invited to Siemens to bat first. And this is 68th over. Is on progress of an inning. It's 104 for loss of 5 wicket. Soumya Mohanty is out in the middle from Siemens, left-handed batsman. Not out on 21 from 13 balls. At the other hand, Naman Sharma is out in the middle. So after having some interruption, the fielders are taking their positions. Also, batsman is getting on strike to play the next delivery of captain Rakesh Shinde. Trying to sweep it one, clear that short fine leg field. The ball is running down to the boundary line for 4 runs. And it's a welcome boundary. It was on the leg side and he picked up the length very well. A short fine leg inside the 30 yards. So he cleared that fielder and it's a quick outfield. A green lush outfield of Tata Motors ground. Enough to clear the boundary row for 4 runs. Welcome boundary for Soumya Mohanty. He's playing a very good knock at this stage after fall of those quick wickets in the middle overs. He's waiting for those bad deliveries and also rotating the strike very well. That's a sensible batting. He was trying to get a single, he was trying to rotate the strike, but very well fielded by the captain. It's 108 for 5. It was in the air. Very difficult one to grab these catches. The fielder has to run behind. He has to look towards an elevation, towards the sun rays as well, and he just lost the control over of an elevation of the ball. Couple of runs for Soumya Mohanty. Couple of runs added to the scorecard of Siemens as well. It's 110 now. 1-1-0 for 5. Last delivery is remaining of the 60th over. And also it's the last delivery of a spell of the captain as well. 3.5 overs, give away those 24 runs and picked up those 2 wickets as well. Almost he gave away those runs at 6 runs per over. So very good in the T20 format. Also he bowled in the pressure cooker situation when the batting was on song. That's down the ground. The man is getting under it, but was far away from the fielder at long off. Single run addition to the total. End of a spell of captain. End of that 60th over. It's 111. Nelson on the scorecard for loss of 5. It's 1-1-1 for 5. Nikhil Gaise bowling to Soumya Mohanty. First delivery, ball a wide one down the leg side. White ball called by umpire. An addition of an extra run to the scorecard. It's 112 now. It's 1-1-2 for 5. That's a short airplane delivery. Placed towards mid wicket. These two are across the lane for 2 times, so 2 runs added to the scorecard. It was a short of line delivery placed towards the region of mid wicket. So still legal 23 deliveries remaining to play for Siemens. It's 114 runs on the scorecard for loss of 5 wickets. It's a fuller length. It's a very good batting so far from Soma Mohanty. He's playing every ball according to its merit. That is important one at this stage. Not looking in any hesitation. Not looking to play every ball into the park. Just playing according to its merit and adding those crucial runs for at this stage. That's outside the line, the Austin. Naman Sharma wanted to play that one but missed the line completely. That's down the ground. The man is getting under it, but he put down, lost the complete control over of an elevation. That's a 4-drop catch so far of an inning. The catches win matches, if you call in a cricket. If you're losing those catches and if you're giving an opportunity at this stage in the slop overs, and then it will be a very difficult for your side. Also, you'll have to chase in the second inning. There's a vital role. The fielding plays a vital role in the limited overs game. You have a chance that you can stop those 20 odd runs with the fielding. But if you allow those easy runs for the batting side, you are not only putting those catches, but also it resulting into a cost of those extra runs as well. This time he tried to hit hard. Wasn't timed one properly, but he got a single. With the help of a single, score moves on 118. It's 118 for 5. The 17th over is on progress. Just last delivery is remaining of this 17th over. Trying to sweep. Slower delivery. Pulled by Nikhil. Some Mohanty missed the line completely. End of 17th over. It's 118 for 5. 17 overs, 7 ball. It's 118, 118 runs for loss of 5 wicket. Last 3 overs, legal 18 deliveries remaining. It's a very good partnership for Siemens at this stage between these two, Naman Sharma and Some Mohanty. Driving by Some Mohanty, not on 31 from 20 balls with the help of those 3 boundaries with a strike rate of 155. So right and left combinations working at this moment for Siemens. At the other hand, 4 drop catches so far by the Cybage team. So bowler contributed with the ball very well, but not supported by the fielders as per the requirement. Important one in the semi-final to grab every opportunity. They need to convert every opportunity into a wicket by picking those easy catches. Abhishek brought on attack by the far end, bowling to Naman Sharma, right arm of the wicket. First delivery, Plasters long on for single. And these two are coming back for the second and as well. Excellent run in between these two. They put the pressure on the fielder by running the first one very hard, and they converted that first one into a double. 17.1, it's 120 for loss of 5 wicket. You can't hit every ball into the park, so it plays an important role to run the heart out in the middle. Try to convert a single into a double. Try to rotate the strike. Keep the scoreboard taking in the slop overs on his delivery. That's in the air. The man is getting a rate, and this time no mistake. Very good catch, comfortable catch by the field. Kasif Mohammed was the fielder at the cover. He has to run behind. Very good control catch. Naman Sharma departs on the previous delivery. Intent was very good. He wanted to clear that cover field, but could not manage to time it one properly. Found the fielder Mohammad Kasif inside the ring, the offside field. It's 120 for 6. After 17.2 over, Abhishek picked up a wicket. Important wicket in the slop over. So it was the 6th follow wicket of Siemens team. New batsman Manoj Bhagwat. I have seen this batsman when he played in first 3 slots. Generally he tries to open the Siemens, but the captain decided to go with him at the number 8, Manoj Bhagwat. That's down the leg, white ball call. Another white. So 2 whites in a row after picking the wickets. He's trying to something different. He's trying to bowl with an extra pace, and in the attempt of an experiment, he bowled us 2 white deliveries. That splash in the air, caught an elevation, but found the fielder straight away at long off. So 2 wickets in the same over for Abhishek and for Cybage's team. Sanket was the fielder at long off. It was very good position and got a safe hand in the air. The Soumya Mohanty departs after scoring those 31 runs for his team from 21 deliveries. So 2 wickets in the same over. So it's 122 for loss of 7. We are in the 18th over of an inning. Nikhil Patil, the new batsman, comes out in the middle. So 2 new batsmen are out in the middle, Manoj Bhagwat and Nikhil Patil. It's 122 for 7. We are in the 80th over of an inning. After end of this over, just 2 overs remaining to complete those 20 overs. Next delivery bowled by Abhishek, right on money, plays in the onside. Just for single, Manoj Bhagwat. Single for Manoj and single for Siemens team as well. It's 1, 2, 3 for 7. 123 for 7. Good over so far bowled by Abhishek. Not only picked up those 2 wickets, Meanwhile, he was trying to experiment those things out in the middle and bowl those two wide deliveries. But apart from those two wide deliveries, he's bowled very well. And walk at the delivery. First delivery for the new batsman, Nikhil Patil. Unplayable one. Hit on that off stump. 8 for the wicket of Siemens. It's 1, 2, 3 for 8. 123 for loss of 8 wickets. Third wicket in the over for Abhishek. Eight wicket. 123. So last delivery of the 18th over. Brilliant over comes to an end bowled by Abhishek for a Cybage team. 3 wickets in the over picked up by Abhishek. 18 overs have been bowled. It's 123 for 8. Last 2 overs, legal 12 deliveries remaining. Kunal Rawal brought on attack for the second last over of an inning. 123 for loss of 8 wickets. Not many options are left for the remaining batsmen, Manoj Kumar Bhagwat and Akshay Goyal. The 2 batsmen out in the middle, the 2 new batsmen, legal 12 deliveries remaining from here on. Also, Siemens team have just lost remaining those 2 wickets in their pocket. That's on the leg side. Found the fielder at short fine leg single. Addition to total, they are running the second one in the form of overthrow as well. There wasn't any backup to collect that one. So with the help of the 2 runs, it's 125 for 8. That's down the ground towards the long on. With the help of a single, score moves on 126 for loss of 8. That's ball outside the off stump. The batsman was trying to cut it one, but missed the line completely, beaten completely with the variation in the pace. Ball by Kunal Rawal. A good over so far, just allowing those singles and doubles. The second last over is on progress. That's a brilliant delivery. And strike the stumps as well. That's another follow wicket, 9th follow wicket of Siemens. They are losing their wickets after regular intervals. Kunal Rawal picked up a wicket for his team. It's 126 for 9. So now the last batsman coming out in the middle for Siemens team. So last batsman Rahul Mane comes out in the middle. Facing Kunal Raval from the Tata Motors end. It's 126 for 9. So 9 over is on progress. So Cybage team have an opportunity to wrap up the things and bundle out Siemens before 20 over. Even they though dropped those 4 catches, they picked up those 9 wickets. So that shows that the bowler did their job very well. Good line. Somehow the batsman managed to play in the offside. It was the third man region for just for single end of and a very good over. Bowled by Kunal Raval. End of 19 overs, it's 127 for 9. So just last legal 6 deliveries are remaining of an inning. It's 127 for 9. Last over, Vikas brought an attack, asking for trouble. I beg your pardon. Abhishek brought an attack for the last over. He picked up those 3 wickets in his previous over. So white ball call. Addition of extra run to the scorecard of Siemens. It's a last over is on progress of an inning. So runs are coming in the form of singles and doubles in the last over. Chance of a run out, bat clips off, and that's it. It's the end of an inning of Siemens in the form of run out. They lost their last batsman as well. So without completing those legal 20 overs, Siemens is bundled out. They lost those all 10 wickets. On the score of 130, they lost their 10 wickets. So that's it. Breaking news came from the center that Siemens is bundled out on 130. So they set the target of 131 for Cybage team. We will come back shortly with a chase of those 131 from 121 deliveries. Almost at the required rate of 6.5 per over. Don't go anywhere. Stick it around in Pune IT Cup 2K20 at the venue of Tata Motors Ground. Stay with us. So two openers already out in the middle with a chase of 131 runs set by Siemens team. The toss was won by the captain of Cybage in the morning, elected to field first. Siemens bundle out on 130. First delivery beaten completely outside the off stump. So required 86.5. The target is not so big, but it's a limited overs game, 20 overs game. The low scoring game all the time, played in the crucial situations. So Bravel. Time plays towards the point fielder. So Nikhil Patil bowling the first over for Siemens team. Avinash Small, the batsman for Cybage, right-hander batsman. It's a very well bowled by Nikhil Patil, right on money. So very good batting wicket. The ball is nicely coming on the bat in the morning session. It was keeping low at the start of an inning when the Siemens was batting. They lost a couple of wickets, early wickets were the mean in the middle overs. We have seen a few partnership. That is why Siemens were managed to score the 130 runs. That after getting edge, ball was picked up behind the wicket just for single. So Avinash Small has opened his account as well with the help of a single. So right and left combination is out in the middle for Cybage at the start of an inning. So end of the first over, bowled by Nikhil Patil. It's 2 for none. In the first over, it's 2 for loss of no wicket. 131 is the target from 20 over set by Siemens. We are in the first semi-final of Pratham Presents PUNE IT Cup at the venue of Tata Motors Ground. Saurav Raval and Avinash Small, the two openers out in the middle. Right and left combination. It was an economical over bowled by Nikhil Patil. Just gave away those 2 runs in his first over. It's outside on the off stump. Got a very good bounce on the wicket as well. Batsman was trying to make a room for himself, trying to play towards the point region, but beaten with the bounce which the bowler got from the wicket on this occasion. So now, as the day progresses, the ball is nicely coming on the bat. We have seen a very good bounce as wicket from the wicket as well. Very good delivery. He went on a backward place with a soft hand towards the cover region and finds a quick single. That is the most important of a start of an inning. If you are not getting the boundaries and sixes easily, you are not getting those bad deliveries easily, just rotate the strike, keep the scoreboard ticking. 6.5 is the asking rate, so not a big total. You need to start well because it's a tough game. The Siemens have a very good side. They are the champions of the previous season as well. They know how to come back. Couple of wickets in a quick succession can put the pressure on the batting side as well. So Cybage team definitely would like to give a very good start. These two are trying to give a slow but steady start for Cybage team, Saurabh Raval and Avinash Mall. It's a leg by. There was appeal for the leg before wicket as well. The umpire wasn't interested, said no doubt. Two experienced match officials, Mr. Vaibhav Katur and Ashok Gurpaga, the two umpires for this game. That's plays into offside. Excellent tracking drive to the cover region through the extra cover boundary. First boundary of an inning to the bat of Avinash Mall. That's a brilliantly timed. It wasn't a bad delivery, but he got himself in a very good position to play the same. And just found that narrow gap between that mid-off and cover fielder. So welcome boundary. The first boundary of an inning conceded to the bat of Avinash Mall. Score moves on 8. It's 8 for none. Good delivery. Got a very good bouncy just behind the line. Plays with a soft hand for no run. So now it's looking at a very good batting wicket. Very interesting to see that how the Siemens bowlers will bowl on this wicket now. They need to bowl with the right line and lane. This time to the offside, but Siemens have the protection in the offside boundary just for single. So end of this second over, it's 9 on the scorecard for loss of no wicket. 4.5 is the current lead at the moment. Slow but steady start provided by these two, Avinash Mall and Saurabh Raval. The right and left combination, 131 is the target to win this one for Cybage team. The captain won the toss in the morning session, elected to field first, invited to Siemens to bat first, and Siemens bundle out in the 20th over after scoring those 130 runs. Nikhil Patil continuing his second over, third over for his team. First delivery ball to Avinash Mall. Plus towards the backward of point for no run. Once again, very good fielding. It was a backward of point region. Those are the busy areas. So still Nikhil Patil bowling according to the field set, not allowing Avinash Mall. He's a very good on the front foot. Just trying to keep the batsman on the back foot. It and just past the wicket keeper. Brilliant bowling so far. So in the start of an inning, when you are bowling on a right line and lane, then definitely you must have to set the one slip cordon to grab those catches, because without taking those wickets, you cannot put the pressure on the batting side. If you allow those singles, doubles, the required rate is 6.5 runs per over. So you have to take those catches. You have to take those wickets at the start of an inning. That's a brilliant delivery. Once again outside the line, the off stump. The angle was away from that left-handed batsman, and without taking any kind of edge, balloon into the keeper's hand. A dot delivery. So good start of a spell by Nikhil Patil. Bowling on a right line and length. This time that's a commentator guts. And was just praising about his line and length. This time he just put down that short one down the leg. Give away that extra run for Cybage team. Very good delivery. Got a very good bounce as well. The batsman was in two-mind play or not. A very good bounce from the wicket. When the Siemens was batting, the ball was not coming on the bat properly. That why even Steven bounce present on wicket at the start of an inning. But now the sun is properly come out. The wicket is coming harder as compared to the morning session. End of another economical over bowled by Nikhil Patil. End of 3 overs, it's 11 for none. Three overs having bowled, it's 11 on the scorecard for loss of no wicket. So 2.5 is the current rate at the moment. Still the openers out in the middle have provided the slow start for Cybage team.
11 है score 11.
So went on a back foot, find that gap in the offside field. And then it's excellent drive. Went on a back foot, allows the ball to come on a bat, and brilliantly timed. It wasn't hit hard, but he timed that ball very well. So welcome boundary for Cybage team. Somehow the pressure was relieved on the same delivery. Was built up by Nikhil Patil in the previous over. So with the help of a 4 runs, score moves on 15. It's 15 for no lost. Deepak Kumar brought on attack. Wanted to take a single this time. Good call from the non-strike range. Saurabh Raval sent back Avinash Small at the non-strike range at the right time. Right into block hall. Equally well played by Avinash. Directed and loud appeal for the run out as well. But a very good running between the wicket. Somehow Avinash manages to get back his leg before the belt clips off at the non-strike range. Good running. Was a very well bowled right into block hall by using a wrist. Avinash turning the onside and found a quick single for his team. So that's sensible batting. If you are getting the boundaries at the start of an over, then it is sensible to rotate the strike and try to score 8 to 9 runs in the over. So very good over so far for Cybage's team. This time to offside and Saurabh Raval plays towards the cover boundary. Some chase for the fielder. The fielder somehow managed to stop it one before the boundary rope. So couple of runs for Saurabh and his team as well. So now these two are playing their strokes as well and trying to score both, taking on his delivery. That is important one for Cybage's team. 6.5 is the asking rate from the first ball of an inning. Use the pace of the bowler. Wanted to tap towards and third man, but found the fielder at the point for no run. Taut delivery. That's directed. Could I make the difference? So taut delivery to finish the over. End of 4 overs. It's 18 for none.
18.
So 18 runs added by these two for the first wicket partnership. 4 overs have been bowled. 131 is the target to win this one for Cybage's team. Well bowled, equally well played by the batsman as well. Allows the ball to come on a bat, use the pace of the bowler. Given the direction towards the third man for single. It's 19 for none. So 4.5 is the current rate at the moment, and asking rate now past the 7 runs per over. Now Siemens team must be a happy side at this stage. Even they are not picking those wickets, but they are not allowing those easy runs as well. Went on a back foot, plays in the offside. There is a protection at the deep point region. Single for Saurav Raval, single for Cybage team as well. So just one over expensive so far, bowled by Deepak Kumar. But apart from that, Nikhil Patil and Akshay Goval bowled very well. This is the fifth over is on progress. Just 2 boundaries conceded, and those 2 boundaries conceded by Avinash Small. This time on the leg. He plays that one in the onside for single. So these two are ensuring that as the scoreboard is sticking on his delivery. With the single, score moves on 22. So 4 singles so far conceded from 4 deliveries. It's 4.4 over. This 22 on the scorecard for loss of no wicket. Cybage teams chasing the target of 131 set by Siemens in this first semi-final. And this is, look at the delivery. It just tagged on the leg stumps as well. That's the first fall of wicket. Avinash Small departs. So pressure was created since 2 overs, and somehow we have seen the result of that pressure as well. Avinash Small walking towards the pavilion in the form of clean bowled. And Nikhil Patil provided a welcome breakthrough for Siemens team. It's 22 for loss of 1. Cybage team lost their first batsman in the form of clean bowled. Nikhil Patil provided that first breakthrough for Siemens. So what economical spell bowled by so far Nikhil Patil. 2.5 overs, give away those 8 runs, picked up a wicket as well. 2.82 is economic for Nikhil Patil. For an excellent captaincy by the Atul Pawar as well, because he knows that if you attack, if you stop those easy runs at the start of an inning, then the batsman definitely will do the mistakes and will get a wicket as well. And on the previous delivery, it just beat the bat of Avinash Small and strikes the leg stump. So after those 4 singles and a wicket, it was the end of that 5th over as well. 5 overs have been bowled. It's 22 for loss of 1 wicket. So still 109 runs required. 109 required from 90 deliveries. So now the required rate is past those 7 runs per over. So both the teams have an equal opportunity to win this game from here on. The one big partnership for Cybage, almost those 50 odd runs, can put the pressure on the fielding side. At the other end, a two economical spell at this stage from the Siemens bowler can put the solid pressure on the Cybage batting lineup. 5 overs have been bowled, it's 22 for loss of 109 required from 190 deliveries. That is the equation of this semi-final. First semi-final is on progress of this PUNE IT Cup at the venue of Tata Motors ground. 131 is the target for Cybage team set by Siemens in the morning session. Avinash Small, the only man, got out in the previous over, bowled by Nikhil Patil. After scoring those 50 runs, Saurabh Raval is not out on 5 from 12 deliveries. And Vikas Jagdale, the new batsman, joined Saurabh in his previous over. That short and wide. White ball call. Addition of an extra run to the scorecard. So very good spell by Nikhil Patil. 3 overs, 8 runs and a wicket at economy of 2.67. Vikas wanted to take a single, but a good call from the striker range. Saurabh Raval sent back Vikas at the right stage. There wasn't a run available. That pledged was a point for no run. So the bowlers are giving a hard time out there for every single. And that is what you would like to see from the great side, champion side of the Pune IT Cup. Siemens playing in the semi-final versus Cybage. The good contest between bat and ball is on progress. Wrapped on the pad, but the impact was down the leg. The ball was leaving the leg stump. Umpire wasn't interested at all. Said not out. Leg by call. Saurabh Devred bowling his first over of his spell. Good knock from the bat. Quick runs to the bat. Not a big one, but quick run scored by Saurabh Devred for Siemens team in the middle overs. Could not manage to play a big inning, but at least he tried to score those 40 plus runs for his side, and that is why the Siemens managed to score the 131 in the first inning. This time Vikas plays towards the third man for single. Addition of a single to the scorecard of Cybage team. Dead ball call. When the bowler had started his run was one of fielder of Siemens Mechanoids, so it was a call as a dead ball. This time sort of reflecting the onside, coming back for the second and as well, and completed the second one comfortably in the end before the throw comes off at the non-striker at the striker end. So with the help of those 2 runs, score moves on 27. It's 27 for 1. It is a 6th over is on progress. That's down the leg. Misfield by the wicket keeper as well. So 1+1, 2 runs addition to the scorecard. So those are the easy runs. This time the batsman Vikas given the full respect to Saurav Devre. So it was the end of 6 overs. It's 27 for loss of 1 wicket. 104 required from 84 deliveries. 104 runs required from 84 deliveries. It's equation for this first semi-final, which is on progress between Siemens and Cybage. Cybage chasing a target of 131 runs set by Siemens in the morning. So end of 6 overs, it's 29 on the scorecard. 102 required from 84. That's the equation. Want to take a single. A good call from the striker in Saurabh. Send back Vikas at the right moment. Naman Sharma brought an attack, change in the bowling attack from the far end. Nikhil Patil bowled those 3 overs from the same end and give away those just 8 runs, picked up a wicket as well. The only wicket is fall down, picked up by Nikhil Patil. White ball call, white plus ones. Another misfield by the wicket keeper resulted into a cost of those 2 runs. 1 plus 1. So very well bowled by Naman Sharma, right on money. This time plays in the offside. There is a protection at the deep point. Single for Saurabh. Single for Cybage's team as well. End of 7 overs. It's 33 for 1. So still 98 runs required to win this one. From 78 deliveries. 98 required from 78. So 7.5 exactly is the asking rate to win this one. The equation 7.5 runs per over. At the start of an inning, the required rate of was 6.5, and now it climbed on 7.5 up to 7 over. So very good bowling, very good spell, especially from the Nikhil Patil. 3 overs, 8 runs, and picked up a wicket as well. So Saurabh Devre continuing. Bowling to Saurabh. And what a delivery that was! Just strikes on the middle stump and second follow wicket. Saurabh Devre picked up his first and second. Sent back Saurabh Raval towards the pavilion. What a delivery it was! Just beat his bat and just strikes on that middle stump as well. So brilliant delivery. So since 2 overs, the pressure was built up on the batting side, and we have seen the result as well on the previous delivery that Saurabh Raval departs in the form of clean bowl after scoring those 10 runs from 20 deliveries at a strike rate of 50. So fast delivery for the new batsman, chance of run out. Directed could have made the difference. Was a cheeky single taken by these two. So now these two will have to take the responsibility to build up a partnership for the Cybage team. Another good delivery. Saurabh Devre, good contribution with the bat, and now got the contributing with the ball as well. All around performance so far from Saurabh Devre in the crucial match, semi-final match for a Siemens team. Sankeet call the new batsman is at the non-strike range after picking the single. So running the hard to take a single. Completed the single before the through pass that stumps at the nose diagram. So still we have seen a very good contest between the bat and ball between these two teams. 131 is a target to win this one for Cybage. Not a big one if you talking about the T20 game. 6.5 is not a big run required rate, but the bowlers are contributing with the ball very well. Still keeping their alive, keeping the hopes alive still in this match. So after falling that wicket, these two are rotating the strike and ensuring that the scoreboard is taking on each delivery. So two new batsmen, Vikas Jagdali and Sangeet Alkal, out in the middle at the moment for Cybage team. Trying to kick a plate one, it was kept very low. So he finishes with a dot. End of 8 overs, it's 36 for loss of 2. So still 95 runs required to win this one from just 72 deliveries. 95 needed from 72 is the equation for this first semi-final of Pratham PUNE IT Cup at the venue of Tata Motors ground. Target for Savage is 131, and in the reply from 8 overs they scored those 36 runs for loss of 2 wickets. Excellent bowling so far from all the bowlers, especially Nikhil Patil, 3 overs 8 runs and picked up a wicket as well at economy of 2.67. That is the most important. If you are talking about the limited overs game, your couple of bowlers will have to bowl with that economy if you want to put up the pressure on the batting side. Still Siemens side must feel unhappy side at the stage. He went on a back foot, just plays with a soft hand towards the back foot of point region and found a quick single for his team. Naman Sharma bowling his second over and a 9th over for his team as well. 8.1 overs, it's 37 for 2. That's time for the big one. The man is getting under it and taken comfortably as well. Third follow wicket of Cybage team. So when the required rate is almost 8 runs per over, you'll have to play one big stroke in the over, and in an attempt to play that one stroke in the over, we have seen a follow wicket of a Cybage team at this stage. It was went high up in the air. The fielder has to travel some feet towards his right. He kept his eyes on the ball and very good catch in the end. So Naman Sharma picked his first and third wicket for his team as well. And Savi's team losing their wickets after regular intervals. It's a very interesting to see that how the new batsmen will play. They don't have enough time to settle down. Required rate is now almost 8 runs per over in the remaining overs if the Cybage team want to win this one. But at the other end, it is a fantastic comeback by Siemens team. The 130, they have scored those 130 runs, set the target as 131, and so far the bowlers doing a fantastic job with the ball. Not only they have applied the brakes on that rate of a current rate, but also they are picking those wickets after regular intervals as well. Yes, how far they haven't allowed any batsman to play a big strokes and to settle down on the wicket. This time very well stopped. Rahul Gaikwad, the fielder, has the reason of third man. By using his leg, he somehow managed to stop it one. Once again, use the pace of the ball. Placed towards the third man for single. Coming out for the second and as well. Very good run between the wicket. Couple of runs added to the scorecard of Cybage team. This time it kept low. The batsman was in trouble. Missed the line completely. Also, the wicketkeeper also was in not good position to collect the same. It's a bad bounce from the wicket. Very good over so far, bowled by Naman Sharma. 1.5 overs, just give away those 9 runs and a wicket as well. Once again, that's his top pitch, and just to beat that third man fielder as well. The ball win the race and got those 4 runs as well on the last delivery of this over, bowled by Naman Sharma. So 9 overs, 7 ball, it's 45 for loss of 3 wicket. So the current rate is 5 runs per over. 86 runs required from 66 deliveries. 86 required from 66. 9 overs, 7 ball is 45 with the current rate of 5 runs per over. It's an important one for at this stage. One big partnership at a good rate. The required rate is almost 8 runs per over. So you need a 1 boundary or a 6 in each over. It's a very important stage of this match for both sides. Saurabh Devre continuing. In the first over, he was struggling with his line and lane, but after that, he bowled very well. Picked up a wicket as well in his previous over in the form of clean bowled. Just directed, but the batsman was safe in the crease. When the bail slips off and the stump has left out from his position, some work for the fielder. He's adjusting a stump at the striker end. A very good spell. So far we have seen a good bowling from Nikhil Patil as well. Saurabh Devre is bowling his third over of his quota, bowling very well. Economy is under 4 runs. That is a very good in the format of the T20 game. When you are defending a total. Excellent ball. Right into a block hole of the batsman. 4 runs. That's a hard luck. It wasn't a delivery to get those 4 runs, but really unfortunate to see that on a very good delivery ball by Saurabh Devre. The 4 runs were scored on the same delivery. That was an unplayable delivery for the new batsman. Right into a block hole. On front foot, got outside edge and was collected by the fielder at third man. So with the help of this singles, 50 runs comes off of Cybage. It's 50 for loss of 3 wicket. Still they require those 81 runs to win this one. We are in the 10th over of progress. Down the leg. A white ball call. Addition of an extra run. Also, the batting side will get an extra delivery to play as well. Good delivery. Coming towards the right-handed batsman. He went on a back foot. Was in two-man play or not. At the last second allows the ball to come on back and plays with a soft hand for no run. So it's 50 for loss of 3 wickets. 51, I beg your pardon. Due to that wide delivery, the extra run was added to the scorecard. It's 51 for loss of 3 wickets. Good delivery. Right on money. End of 10 overs. It's 51 for 3. 80 runs required from remaining 10 overs. 81 needed from 60 deliveries. 8.1 is asking rate to win this one for Cybage team. 7 wickets are remaining. It's a crucial time of this match. The semi-final one is on progress between these two sides. The captain of Cybage won the toss in the morning, elected to field first. At the other hand, Siemens teams have scored those 130 runs. They bundle out on 130 in the 20th over. There were 4 drop catches put down by the fielders of Cybage, and even though Siemens just managed to score those 130, but the credit goes to their bowler. How they bowl in the first 10 overs. They give away just 51 runs with the current rate at 5.1 per over. So now in the remaining 10 overs, equation becomes 81 needed from 60 deliveries with a required rate of 8.1. That's a play and miss. So good delivery, slow delivery. Pulled by Soumya Mohanty. So captain is rotating his bowler very well today. He knows that the target is not so big, so important one to rotate the bowler after regular interval. So another single addition to the total. Manoj Bhagwat was the fielder. Meanwhile, these two batsmen crossed the range as well. Mohammad Kasif and Sanket Alkal, the two batsmen out in the middle at this moment for Cybage. Trying to rotate the partnership, came down to attack. Ball hit on his pad as well, but the batsman was coming down to attack, so there wasn't any reason to give him as a leg before wicket because the batsman was far away from his crease. It was leaving the leg stump as well. Umpire signaled it as a leg by. An extra run addition to the total. So 9 extra so far conceded by the Siemens team. So 11 overs 7 ball, it's 55 for loss of 3 wicket at a current rate of 5 runs per over. So 76 needed from 94. The equation becomes in the remaining 9 overs. Cybage team requires those 76 runs from 54 deliveries. 7 wickets are remaining. Sanket Alkal and Mohammad Kasif out in the middle. Sanket Alkal not on 13 from 13. Mohammad Kasif not on 5 from 6 deliveries. But one batsman have to take the responsibility to play one big stroke in the over. If Cybage team want to win this one. There was a misfield, but he reduces that pace which was released after hitting the ball through the bat. So every run is important, every delivery is important from here on. Every dot delivery will put the pressure on the batting side and will force the batsman to play a big stroke. That's cracking drive in the offside and welcome boundary. The Cybage team need that boundary. The pressure was created in the previous 2 to 3 overs and somehow was relieved on that stroke. We heard a sweet sound when the ball makes the contact with the bat. Sanket Alkal hit that boundary, second boundary conceded to the bat of Sanket Alkal. Not on 17 from 15 deliveries. Score moves on 59 after 11.2 overs for loss of 3 wickets. Good delivery, equally well played by Sanket. Flies in the onside and came back for the second as well. Very good run between the wicket, sensible batting. He's playing every ball according to its merit. So he's taking the responsibility to play one big stroke. He played the same, and after that ensuring that the scoreboard is ticking with the help of the strike rotation as well. Another one. This time he beat that cover field. This time just got a single as well, but another good stroke to the bat of Sanket. So that is the twist of this limited overs game. One big over is enough to change the momentum. And in this over so far, the Cybage team is showing their presence in this match. Both the teams have equal opportunity to win this game from here on. A very good contest is on progress between bat and ball. Another good delivery, good comeback. Just down the offside and just past the outside edge as well of Mohammad Kasif. The batsman is on strike, beaten completely. Manoj Sharma bowling his third over. Give away those 20 runs at the economy of 7.5. Fleck in the onside. And this time ball beats the fielder as well. That's a third boundary conceded in the over. Excellent over for Cybage team. 3 boundaries conceded and change the momentum of this match as well. A very good comeback. 2 boundaries hit by Sanket and also 1 boundary hit by Mohammad Kasif. End of 12 overs. It's 66 for 3. 5.5. Some improvement in the current rate as well. Needed 1 for Cybage. At the other hand, interesting to see that which bowler will come into the action for Siemens team. The Somme Mohanty continuing by far end. First delivery plays in the offside for 2. So now these two are timing the ball very well, and also the ball is nicely coming on the bat. Well ball, beaten completely outside on the off stump. So if you allow the pace to the batsman, then the things will become easier to play the strokes. But you try to mix up your line and length, it will put the pressure on the batting side as well. Yes, that's it. The change in the variation in the pace is required at this stage. If you want to create some pressure on the batting side, because these two are timing the ball very well. If you bowl with the pace, definitely these two will smash you. These two are now watching this cricket ball as a football, timing the ball very well, playing their strokes all along the carpet on the both side of a wicket according to the merit. So now interesting to see that how Somme Mohanty will bowl. Very well ball, pitching up to the batsman, making the batsman to drive it on and beat him with the pace. He's asking for trouble, but I think impact was down the offside. The batsman was shuffled across outside and the off stump, so good umpiring. He straight away moved from his position, said not out. That's down the ground. Just for single. We had a good noise, but there is protection at long on. Single conceded on the last delivery. Bowled by Somme Mohanty. So end of 13 overs, it's 71 for 3. 60 needed from 42. 60 runs required from remaining 42 legal deliveries. A very good partnership between these two, Sanket Alkal and Mohammad Kasif, keeping the hopes of Cybage still alive in this first semi-final, which is on progress of PUNE IT Cup at a venue of Tata Motors, chasing the target of 131 runs set by Siemens. We will have our next match, the second semi-final. So Deepak Kumar brought an attack. Good delivery. He saw that the batsman was using his crease. He bowled a fuller one outside the line of the off stump. So now every dot delivery will force the batsman to play a weak stroke. It was a lawful toss. Drag towards the long on. Just for single. This time made room for himself. Plays in the air. Just for single. So now the one batsman will have to take the responsibility to play those big strokes at this stage. If you get those singles and doubles, it will not helpful. It will create the pressure on in the slop overs on the remaining batsman as well. That's in the air and put down. So if you drop the catches at this stage, important stage of the match, it was a straight and forward matter. The ball was into his basket, but he could not manage to grab it one properly. You're not only losing those opportunities, but also it's allowing the singles to an opponent as well. And the bowlers are giving a hard time out there. Very good bowling so far from the Siemens. Even though they are defending a respectable total of 130, the bowlers are keeping their hopes still alive, bowling on a right line in length. End of 15 overs is 79 for loss of 3 wicket. So still 52 needed from 30 balls. 10.4 is asking rate. So now Cybage team require those 10 plus runs per over if they want to win this one. Still 1 over is remaining of Nikhil Patil. He bowled extremely well. 3 overs, 8 runs. Soumya Mohanty, another good spell. 3 overs, 10 runs. Look at the economy. Around 3 runs per over. Bowled by these two, Nikhil Patil and Soumya Mohanty. Brilliant bowling performance. That's outside edge and running down to the boundary line for 4 runs. Welcome boundary to start off an inning. It wasn't a boundary delivery, but he got outside edge and got those 4 runs. Runs is the requirement for Cybage. It doesn't matter how it's coming. It's important they are coming. And if you're getting a boundary on his delivery also, it will force the bowler to adjust his line and length. That's a brilliant delivery right into a block hole. A misfield by wicketkeeper. It allows the batsman to run for a single as well by signal umpire. The gifting runs. So still 47 needed from 28. Down the leg, white ball call. So in this over, Deepak Kumar trying to experiment those things out in the middle, and in the attempt, he has bowled at white delivery. That's it. That strike the stumps as well. That's a follow wicket. A brilliant delivery right into a block hole, but it was a very good partnership. Comes to an end for the 4th wicket on the delivery bowled by Deepak Kumar. It just strikes that middle and off stump line. So Mohammad Kasif departs on the previous delivery, bowled by Deepak Kumar. Departs in the form of clean bowled. It was a 4th follow wicket on the score of 85 after 15.3 overs. So still they require those 46 runs from 27 deliveries, with 6 wickets are remaining. Still the set batsman Sanket Elkali is out in the middle. All the hopes are on his batting. If Cybage team want to win this one, his presence on the wicket is very important. One batsman will have to play up to the last moment of this game if Cybage team want to win this one. At the other hand, the 2 overs are very crucial. One from Nikhil Patil, one from Soumya Mohanty. Those 2 overs are very crucial. Those are the strike bowlers so far. Bowled those 6 overs almost at economic of 3 runs per over. So that is why the Siemens team are still dominating and keeping their hope still alive. The new batsman comes out in the middle after departure of Mohammad Kasif. First delivery ball to the new batsman, placing the offside for 2 runs. With the help of those 2, score moves on 87 44 runs required from 26. It's a brilliant timing. So good start from the new batsman, convincing start. Not enough time to settle down. You'll have to play a stroke from the first ball of an inning. New batsman, the captain himself, Rakesh Shinde, left-handed batsman. He's at a non-strike range with the help of a single. So now Sanket Dalkal, the strike batsman, was on strike. Plus to the offside just for single. End of 16 overs. It's 89 for loss of 4. So still 42 needed from 24 balls. 10.50 is the asking rate. The captain himself out in the middle, Rakesh Shinde. Also the set batsman Sanket Dalkal is out in the middle, not around 33 from 30 balls. So 10.5 is achievable asking rate. 10.5 in the slop overs if you are talking about this T20 games. But at the other hand, Nikhil Patil 1 over and Soma Mohanty's 1 over is very important. Very good delivery. Asking about trouble, but the ball was down, dropping down the leg side. Umpire wasn't interested at all. Said not out. So now 41 needed from 23. Soumya Mohanty brought an attack to bowl is the last over of his quota. 4th over. 3.1 over and 11 runs. Excellent bowling so far from the experienced campaigner for Siemens, Soumya Mohanty. At the end stage of the match, he has contributed with the bat as well for Siemens team. So all-round performance from Soumya Mohanty. Saurav Devre also bowled very well. 3 overs, 15 runs and with economy of 5 runs per over. Very good in the T20 game. If you are bowling with economy of 3, that's outstanding. In the air and taken comfortably. Intent was very clear. He wanted to clear that short fine leg but could not manage to got an elevation. And just found a fielder at the short fine leg. The captain departs. He wanted to use the pace of the Soumya Mohanty, but it wasn't bowled with the pace. It was a slow delivery. Smartly bowled by Soumya Mohanty and sent back the captain towards the non-striker. He is walking towards his pavilion. So it's a 5th follow wicket of Cybage team. A very good delivery. Fast delivery to the new batsman right into a block hole. Excellent bowling from Soumya Mohanty. Picked up a wicket as well. That was in the air. He wanted to hit hard, could not manage to time it one properly. So when the required is past 10 plus over, then every dot ball will force the batsman to play the stroke into the air. That is a requirement at this stage. Once again, he trying to go for the big one, got outside edge and just for single. So now Siemens won't mind to allowing the singles at this stage. The target is to stop those easy boundaries and sixes to create the solid pressure on the batting side. Nikhil Girassi, the new batsman, just another single. So end of a very good spell of Soumya Mohanty. 4 overs, 15 runs and a wicket as well. He bowled under economy of 4 runs per over. That's a brilliant performance from Soumya Mohanty for Siemens team. So end of 7 overs, it's 94 runs for loss of 5 wicket. Still, Cybage team require those 37 runs from 18 balls. 37 runs required from 18 balls. Saurabh Devre brought on attack for the 80th over of this match. The first delivery plays in the over point and it's running down to the boundary row for 4 as well. Welcome boundary to start the over of number 18. Needed one for Cybage team. 12 runs per over is asking rate now in remaining 3 overs. So single and doubles won't help you. You have to play a couple of big strokes in the over if you want to relieve the pressure from the side. It's 98 for 5. That's another one. But this time we will get a single only. Score moves on 99. He wanted to make a room for himself, but Saurabh Devre just reduced the pace. Bowler slow one delivery. Followed the bowler. Bowled the dot delivery. So after conceding the 4 runs on the first delivery, could come back. Just allowed a single and then bowled a dot one. Another good delivery. Making the batsman to drive it one and beaten with the just a slight deflection in the air. So 5 runs conceded so far from 4 deliveries. 2 deliveries are remaining of this 80th over. So just a single. Ball was picked up by the fielder at short fine leg. So that's 100 comes off. It's 100 for loss of 5. So another single. It's 101 for loss of 5 wicket. So 30 runs required from 12 deliveries. 15 runs per over is asking rate in remaining 2 overs. 30 runs required from 12 deliveries. So last 2 overs are remaining. So now Nikhil Patil and Deepak Kumar, I hope that they will finish the things for Siemens team. Both are strike bowler and economical bowlers. Deepak Kumar little expensive if you are compared to the other bowlers. 6.67 is the current economy. But Nikhil Patil and Soumya Mohanty bowl up very well for Siemens team. 3 overs, 8 runs and a wicket as well. Soumya Mohanty didn't pick up a wicket for his team, but the economy is very good. 3.75 under 4 runs per over. Also bowled under pressure as well when their partnership was built up for the 4th wicket between Mohammad Kasif and Sanket Alkal. So Deepak Kumar brought some attack by far end, and I hope that the Nikhil Patil will bowl the last over for Siemens as well. 15 runs per over. Not many options left for Cybage team. We will have our next match. Tieto will take on Etos Sintel. The second semi-final lined up after end of this match. We will have the toss process as well to start the proceeding for the second semi-final of Pratham Presents PUNE IT Cup 2K20 at the venue of Tata Motors ground. But we are waiting to get a result of this match. First delivery straight into the hands of Deepak Kumar. It was hit hard. So first delivery resulted into a dot. The second one, lawful toss. Blessed was the reason of deep mid-wicket. The fielder had long gone. Reached, travelled the distance towards his right and collect the ball before these two crossed the lane for 2 times. 2 runs added to scorecard. So just 2 conceded from the first 2 deliveries of this second last over. 28 needed from 10. It's 103 for loss of 5. Very good delivery. That's a hard luck. You can't blame the bowler. It's came through the bat as well. 4 runs signal umpire. It's 107 now. Still 24 needed from 9 deliveries. Drives toward the extra cover across the first one very hard. Coming back for the second run as well. Manages to get back his leg at the non-strike lane before the throw comes off. So 2 runs addition to the total. Well bowled. Well played by Sanket Alkal. Chance of run out as well, but throw was far away from the custody of Deepak Kumar at the non-strike range. He's giving a hard time at the Sanket Alkal. 50 runs. 50 comes off in the semi-final match. A very good knock, fighting knock from Sanket Alkal. Still the job is not finished. Is now 52. Sanket Alkal, it's 52 from 41 deliveries with the help of 5 boundaries. And that's a welcome boundary. And the misfield at the third man boundary resulted into a ghost of those 4 runs. So Sanket Alkal moves on 56 with the help of those 4 runs. And score moves on 115. So 16 runs needed. 14 runs were scored in the previous over bowled by Deepak Kumar. So last over is remaining. The big discussion is out in the middle for Siemens team that who will bowl the last over, the crucial over, the match deciding over for Siemens team to enter into the final match. It's a fighting knock from Sanket Alkal. 56 runs from 42 balls with the help of those 6 boundaries. Win or lose is a part of a game, but definitely it is at the end of the day. It's a win of cricket. We have seen a very good contest between bat and ball between these two sides. These two have given a very good fight to each other. We will have a next match. The team of Tieto already joined with us. The team of Atos Central having some practice session at this venue of Tata Motors ground. Will meet into the second semi-final of Pune IT Cup. So Nikhil Patil finishing the things off for Siemens ball. The first one, misfield, a chance of run out. Bell clips off. That's a 6-baller wicket in the form of run out. So a strike bowler brought an attack for the Siemens. So it's 115 for loss of 6 now. 16 runs needed from 5 deliveries to win this one for Cybage team. So now the Cybage team must have thinking about those drop catches. 4 drop catches when the Cybage was fielding, because it's a game of catches win matches. If you so 4 drop catches means you allow the 4 batsmen to play an inning. Also you have given those extra runs as well to an opponent, and those extra runs are now creating the solid pressure on your side at the end stage of this match. First delivery for the Sankital Kal plays in the offside just for single, is coming back for the second run as well. Chance of run out and non-striker end. A very good run in between the wicket. So just 2 runs conceded from the first 2 deliveries of this last over. It's 117 for loss of 6. 40 needed from 4 deliveries. That's in the air. There is a man at the deep point just for single. Singles won't matter at this stage for Siemens. Excellent bowling. By Nikhil Patil, economical spells. He not only started well for Siemens, but also he's doing a very good job in the last over as well. Not allowing any kind of room to the batsman to play those big strokes, which is a requirement for Cybage team in the last over. Shot of lane, top edge, running down to the boundary line for 4. No chance for any fielder. It was a bowl well. He wanted to bowl that bounce, but it got out top edge of the batsman bat and just sailed over the wicket keeper for 4 runs. So it's 122. So 9 runs required to win this one from 2 deliveries. 2 boundaries or a 1 boundary or a 1-6 can finish these things for Cybage at the other hand. Nikhil Patil need to bowl just 1 dot delivery. It's a tight contest between bat and ball between these two teams. It's a very good contest so far we have seen. But now the team, now the player who have the patience. And the last 2 overs can change the story of this match. An excellent fighting knock from Sanket Alkal. 59 runs from 44 balls with the help of those 6 boundaries. That's going for the big one. The man is getting under it and it's been taken. So now the Siemens team, the tightening the neck of the bottle. So now 9 required from just 1 delivery. So now the formality left in the game to win this one for Siemens team. Until and unless they are bowling some wider no balls. It's 122 for loss of 7. Cybage team have lost this 7. 9 runs required from just 1 delivery is remaining. The champions of the previous season, Siemens team, once again will meet into the finals. They will have to wait to get an opponent. We will have our next match. Teatro will take on Atos Sintel. After end of this match, we will have a toss process as well between these two teams. The second semi-final of this PUNE IT Cup at the same venue of Tata Motors Ground. Last delivery of inning. What a spell by Nikhil Patil. 3.5 overs, 15 runs and 2 wickets at the economy of 3.91. Just 1 delivery is remaining. He's bowling to the new batsman of Cybage. So that's it, just 2 runs conceded on the last delivery. So final score is 124 for loss of 7 wickets from 20 overs. So the breaking news came from the center that Siemens team won that match by 6 runs. Congratulations to the winning team, Siemens. They won this match by 6 runs. They beat a Cybage team by 6 runs and entered into the finals as well of this PUNE IT Cup. Will play the final game on next Saturday at the Nehru Stadium. They will have to wait to get the result of the second match to get know which team will qualify for the final match. 131 was the target for Cybage team. The start was slow, but later on the Sanket Alkal tried to finish the things off, but very good 2 economical spell from Siemens. From Nikhil Patil and Somya Mohanty did the work for Siemens. I think those 2 spells were very crucial for to get the result of this match, especially at the start of an inning. How the Nikhil Patil bowled at through those 3 overs very well. So we'll start our next match, the second semi-final, when the Teatro will take on Atos Sintel. Don't go anywhere, stick it around. So it's welcome back to the ladies and gentlemen for the first match presentation for the first semi-final won by Siemens team by 6 runs. So congratulations to the winning team Siemens. First of all, I would like to call the captain of Cybage. Please come forward. Please say a few words about this semi-final. It's a hard time out there. 131 was the target. It was a slow start in first 4 or 5 overs. Also the brilliant spell, two brilliant spell bowled by Siemens team, I think, which made the difference in this match.
हाँ एक्चुअली विकेट पे खेलना भी बहुत मुश्किल था, पहले 6 ओवर खेलना बहुत मुश्किल था और विकेट पे रहना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था, तो उसमें ही क्रूशल सीमेंस ने बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग की, हमारे पहले ही 2 विकेट गिर गए, तो वहाँ से मोमेंटम थोड़ा सा टूट गया था. सो आफ्टर दैट संकेत ने भी अच्छी पारी खेली, लेकिन होप नेक्स्ट टाइम आके बेटर करेंगे.
और जिस तरह से गेंदबाजी की सौम्य मोहंती, निखिल पाटिल, जो शुरुआती ओवर्स में जो कोशिश थी कि रन बचाए जाए, मुझे लगता है कि वहाँ पर जो पहले 4-5 ओवर थे वहाँ पर उसको स्लो स्टार्ट मिला था साइबेज की टीम को, बीच में बढ़िया बल्लेबाजी भी की संकेत एलकाल की, लेकिन दूसरी छो से सपोर्ट नहीं मिला, लगातार अंतर के साथ विकेट खोती गई साइबेज की टीम.
करेक्ट. क्रूशल सिचुएशन के टाइम हमारी विकेट गई और सीमेंस ने बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग की, जैसे विकेट चल रहा था उस हिसाब से बॉलिंग की उन्होंने. सो इतना ही बोलूँगा और सीमेंस बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर फाइनल. थैंक यू सो मच.
और इस टूर्नामेंट के बारे में जानना चाहूँगा, किस तरह से पूरा ऑर्गेनाइजमेंट था प्रथम स्पोर्ट्स द्वारा?
यस गुड. ज़्यादा बात नहीं करूँगा, लेकिन ओवरऑल बहुत अच्छा था, ग्राउंड अच्छे थे, टाइम पे मैच से हो रहे थे, तो गुड.
Okay, all match. I think you have a next match at the AGM Trophy. Wish you all the best. The captain of Cybage was with me. So now I will like to request Mr. Chaudhary, please give away the man of the match trophy. So now the captain of Siemens, Mr. Atul Pawar, is with me. First of all, congratulations. 130, you lost the wicket in the first over. After that, I think every batsman contributed with the bat. Even though you were losing the wickets, every batsman came down on wicket, contributed with the bat. Small partnership. 131. The fighting total score was on the scorecard, and after that, brilliant spell, 2 economical spell by Nikhil Patil and Soumya Mohanty did change the story of this match.
Yes, so after losing the toss, I think the wicket was damp and we need to earlier negotiate the new ball. Overall, I think as a batting unit, we were still 15-20 runs short. Ideally, we would have liked to get to a score around 155 or 60. Everyone tried to play their natural strokes, which on this wicket perhaps did not come up the way it to be. But all said and done, I think once we went in the field, we always said to each other that we want to make this 130 score as 155-160 with the fielding and bowling. And I think the discipline that was shown at the start of the spell by both Nikhil, Deepak, or for that matter Saurabh Devre, I think they bowled really well. Naman and Akshay, they too bowled well. I think on this wicket you just had to bowl line to line, and I think exactly that's what they did. They were also trying to change the pace of the ball. I think that also worked in our favor. So overall happy, yes, but as a batting unit, I think we could have got 15-20 more runs.
Yes, absolutely. You need to improve in the batting performance as well. But when the wicket is down, batsmen have to spend a couple of deliveries. He has to play a ball according to it. But every batsman came down the track and he was trying to play the ball into the air. I think that was some mistakes were did by your batsman. I hope that you will recover from those mistakes in the final match against the good side. You have to wait to get an opponent, the result to get an opponent as well. Wish you all the best, Mr. Tul, for the final match. So captain of Siemens was with me. Now Mr. Chaudhary is present with me to give away the prize of man of the match, and it goes to any guess for the man of the match? Yes, absolutely, Saurabh Devre. 46 runs with the bat and wicket as well with the bowls. All around performance. Mr. Chaudhary is giving away the prize of man of the match trophy to the man of the match to Mr. Saurabh Devre. 46 runs with the bat and wicket as well. All around performance from Saurabh Devre. We would like to hear from you. In the morning session, the ball was keeping low, even Steven bounced, but you contributed with the bat very well in the middle overs.
Yes, actually the wicket is very good, but unfortunately we didn't well. though the wicket is damp, but we should have been done better on that wicket. But unfortunately, we didn't click on that wicket. But overall, good performance. Fortunately, we won the match.
Yes, wish all the best, Saurav. We would like to see a big knock in the final as well from through your bat. So the man of the match of Saurav Devre for this first semi-final. So it was the first semi-final was played between those two games. We will have our second semi-final. Teatro will take on Atos. Centel, don't go anywhere. We will come back with our second semi-final. Stick it around.